All right, what's going on? What's going on, people? Oh man, we got a beautiful guest in today. We got a big guest in today. Oh man, core health. People, what's going on? You guys already know who it is. Your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. Let me add somebody. People, we got a great guest coming on tonight. It's gonna be a great live. Amazing. We got Mr. We got the man himself. He's just tuning in, just joining in. It's your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. Perfect. Let him get in there. All right. Let him get in this live, people. Here we go. Let me adjust my lighting a little bit. Hey, here we go. The man
Hey, what's
himself is
going
in the
on?
building. How you doing, Chris? How you doing? Dr. Maylor, to be exact.
Hey, how you doing? How's everything?
Man, life is good, man. Sorry about the delay for 5 minutes. I just got home from the office, man. It was a little tied up with some clients. How you been? How's your day going?
Oh man, been blessed, man. Day been amazing. Just ready to go. You know how it is, cracking backs out there. So
Hey. You know, when a person hears chiropractor, they naturally think that's all you do. You know,
yeah,
for a lot of people who don't know Christopher Mayer, let's be exact here, Dr. Mayer, the guy is fully educated, has an establishment of chiropractic knowledge and experience of years in the business in Sunrise, Florida. People, this individual is not your average Jamaican. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris.
well, yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Maylor, owner of Core Health Chiropractic and Wellness, located in Sunrise, Florida. Um, Born and raised in Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. I'm a
Very
homegrown kid.
impressive.
My parents are from Jamaica, mother and father, so Jamaican background, Caribbean background
From the islands.
from the island. We grew up tough. We grew up very structured. Grew up in the church. You know what I mean.
Well impressed.
Um, Growing up, I just knew that I was going to be in the healthcare field, no matter what. My family full of nurses and
Oh,
teachers.
okay.
My mother has 11 siblings. So,
11 siblings. Okay.
yeah. So if you can imagine that, cousins. I think there's 36 of us, cousins.
What
Yeah.
made you take the chiropractor lane, to be exact?
Okay, so what made me take the chiropractor way was just that I knew I was going to be in the healthcare field, just from a family full of healthcare professionals, and I wanted to be a physical therapist. And actually, my chiropractic mentor sponsored my soccer team,
Okay. There's a little
soccer pro,
history there.
and that's what my first introduction to chiropractic was. I'm like, who's this doctor with all this money is sponsoring my soccer club? I think I was like 11 years old at the time. And so we grew, and we became very close, like mentor mentee type friends. And as I got older and went off to school, I wanted to be a physical therapist. And long story short, he kind of pulled me to the side and taught me about direct access to patients and being able
Impressive.
to learn on my own business. And he kind of steered me in a great profession which I am in today, which is chiropractic care.
You know, a lot of people think entrepreneurship is easy, and one of the reasons I wanted you on this live to see a black brother that has a well-established venture, who's in a line that in the lane of work that a lot of people may not understand. One of the things I did see that online, it said that you do prosperity. Now, a lot of people just think naturally all you do is crack backs all day. What
Mm.
else does a chiropractor do other than cracking backs? So people could get a better clarification of knowledge when it comes to the type of activities that you, of course, heal people from.
Got you. So as chiropractic care in general is not just about backs. It's actually about the
Okay.
nerve. We look for
Okay.
any sensation or pinching or misalignment in the spine that could be affecting your nervous system and creating pain, hence dysfunction, let's just say. But in my office, I'm actually pretty versed in physical therapy as well. So I do a lot of rehab. I adjust knees. I rehab knees. I have torn ACLs come through the office that I do physical therapy for. We work on children. We work on infants. We work on elderly adults.
Wow.
I
Oh.
have, you name it, we probably have it in the office right now. From your run-of-the-mill UPS worker that's overworked because of our Amazon purchases to
Wow.
warrior running 5Ks, right? And just want to be healthy. And then the young ladies that's just taking care of their body and just in touch with nature and just in touch with wellness, let's just say. So it's a complete practice that I run. If you're in a car accident and you're injured as well, you could be
For
seen as
sure.
well. But I enjoy it all. I enjoy working with the athletes. I enjoy working with the car accident patients. I enjoy working with the elderly lady who wants to prevent hip replacement surgery. So yeah, the practice I could go. Don't get me
How
started
in,
on the road.
how important to you is customer service, being a Black business owner, being an individual that thrives from customer service? How important customer service is to you?
Speaking of customer service, shout out to Natalie. She's one of them. Work with me. She worked with me
Oh,
before.
wow, dope.
Shout out to Natalie on the live. She's went on to do other things, but shout out to Natalie. Customer service for me is very important, just because that there's a stigmatism about Black businesses, especially
Very
Jamaican
true.
businesses.
Yeah, I'm from the islands too. I'm a Haitian, so you can imagine.
Don't
I know where
great
you're coming
for
from.
service, right? So we try to go above and beyond for our patients and our customers, and I pride myself in actually trying to give the best care possible and the best experience possible, which is two different things, right? Because you could be a great doctor or a great business and be good at what you do, but if the patient or the customer doesn't experience or have a great experience, then
For
there's a
sure.
difference somewhere there. So my staff, I couldn't do it without my staff. My staff is fully trained. We have about 5 to 6 people that work with us, and we just try to do what's right, right? Be a good person at the end of the day, and
For
do what's,
sure.
and your customer service will kind of come along through business, right?
So a lot of people that's tuning into this live right now, we got Dr. Maylor, Sunrise, Florida, chiropractic, care chiropractor. Let me tell you, this individual has a successful entity, comes from the country city of Jamaica. People, let me tell you something, people. It's not easy coming from the islands to build a well-established branded business that has great customer service. For a lot of people that want to go into entrepreneurship, because I get this a lot of people always ask, what is the hardest thing that you battle being an entrepreneur as a whole, instead of just being a chiropractor?
Loaded question, especially. But if I had to pick something, I would pick consistency, right?
Okay.
To show
Oh,
up
great
and
answer.
be that doctor or that entrepreneur that you know you could be every single day. It's very important, and it's very hard to do. So I pride myself in taking care of self-care, taking care of myself. I try to work out, try to ride my Peloton. I try to get everything I could do physically and mentally to prepare myself to give my customers and my patients a great experience, and to show up every single day with the right attitude.
That's
Entrepreneur.
I really love how you said that. A lot of people don't understand how important consistency is, to wake up every day and be able to give every client the customer service they deserve. And of course, to be able to just be able to live the life that you're living. It's not easy, because also, if I'm correct, you're a father, if I'm correct,
Correct.
on top of being an entrepreneur.
I have. If you
And
hear
that
me with a 2-year-old,
a lot of us, a lot of people don't know in life that, it started from just a thought. It started from just taking a risk also. What is one of your biggest motivations when it comes to entrepreneurship and being successful?
I have to look back at my family, my parents. Very hardworking family. My father, multiple jobs, whatever needed to be done to make ends meet, right? And my mother was very supportive of me all the way through college and forever. So I have a great background in just consistency and just like motivation, self-motivating to push through. As far as one thing I would pinpoint is, like, as an entrepreneur, you need to educate yourself. So a couple years back, I found Audibles.
Okay.
So Audible books from Amazon, right? If you have
Yeah, I
Prime,
listen to a lot of them too, man.
yeah.
A lot.
So
Yeah, man.
I've read at least book in the last
Yeah.
4 to 5 years as I continue my journey on in entrepreneurship. Yeah, so it's self-educating and just kind of know, you don't know what you don't know until you know what you know, right?
I love how you said that. A lot of people don't understand how important it is to always continue to get motivation, because they think sometimes when me and yourself, we're entrepreneurs, we're guiding a business, people think we don't need motivation. People, sometimes we have to listen to empowerment audios, in this particular case, audibles. Like, I'm listening to the one right now called How to Lead. And they're interviewing some of the most wealthiest people in the world, trying to let us understand the mindset of how they built the establishments they built, and also what it really took for them to wake up every day to be able to do what they do, and how is that world possible for them in that life. So a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is always a walk in the park. No, it's grind. It's a sacrifice. It's stamina. You know, it's reality. You know, one of the things I would love to ask you, you know, while you're going through this journey, there had to be a point in your life where you probably felt like you wanted to give up. Is that something that you've ever gone through, or that's something you've never really felt like it was always a constant motivation, self-driven type of thing going on?
Um, well, the entrepreneur journey is definitely difficult, especially in these times, right, with the pandemic and everything else going
For
on.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
Now for those people who starting out right now,
yeah,
um,
very true.
I have a great support system. My wife is very supportive of me. She's been with me
Impressive.
from the beginning of my entrepreneur journey. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do it. Just having that pillar in my life, and also my,
Impressive.
show me your friends, show me who you are, right? It's something
Yeah,
like that.
very true. Yeah.
Um, a lot of my best friends are entrepreneurs. Actually, one of the first millionaires I know is one of my friends who's an entrepreneur. So
Impressive. You heard it here first, people.
yeah, so they encourage me to
That's
keep going.
motivation.
And especially my first year of business, they were like, "Hey, do you feel sick? Do you feel tired? Well, that's good. They'll keep going. Like you're not
Yeah, don't stop.
pushing.
No.
Go to that next health fair. Go pass out that flyer. Make that call to that attorney. Try to go live, right? Whatever it is that you just feel like your body can't function anymore, you actually can. You can push a little bit harder. So yeah, I had a great support system from my wife to my friends to my family, just kind of encourage me, and there was no failure. There was no going back for me, right? So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
had no choice but to keep going.
You know, one of the things I love what that you said, and I want to just piggyback on. One is you have a team. One is you have a team of consistent people helping you grow, from your wife to your staff. And a lot of people don't understand how important that is, because we have this individualistic mindset where we want to do everything ourselves, but we want to grow and be successful. How important is your team to you? If your team were to disappear, I mean, how important is that foundation to your company, your establishment?
I laugh because I shout out to my team. We have Crystal Chanel on my team. We have Cornelius Coachman, my business manager.
Wow,
I
impressive.
do without my team. Definitely, it's something that people, I think that's what's missing in our I want to say culture and in our group of black owned businesses, that
Very true.
we have to do it ourselves. And we read all these memes that, if it's not yours, if it's not 100% of the time, then it's not yours, and that's totally BS. Most successful businesses and entrepreneurs have a great team behind them that does the small things in the background that you can't achieve and you can't do, and pushes you forward. So I learned early that
Yeah, for sure.
yes,
Learning is important.
willing and able, but I can't do it myself, right? I need those behind me, and some special people. When I say behind me, I might mean even beside me more than behind me.
Exactly. I respect that. I
Just
respect how you said
driving
that.
force, that's for any kind of entrepreneur. So down the line, you're always going to run into people that when you see those all stars, you want to grab a hold of them. And at Core Health Chiropractic, I try to hold on to those all stars that kind of help the dream and push the work forward, because
For
we've really
sure. For sure. I could
can't do our
imagine. I could imagine, man. A lot of people don't understand a team is your foundation. I have a team too, down to the secretary, to everybody. I mean, they're the one that put this whole thing together. And I've been watching your video, your content. I'm like, man, I'm just looking at really what you're doing. And I'm like, I really like what this guy's doing. Very impressive. And I also see that you're also a community leader. How are you giving back to the community, might me asking?
um well, I love basketball, I love sports, so I'm
Okay,
always
dope, dope. Me too.
AAU, believe it or not. I was coaching AAU. I was coaching assistant varsity basketball coach at Pines, Somerset Pines, way
Okay.
out west. And actually give a lot to athletes. Actually, I would say about 25% of my core customers or patients are athletes in high school in Broward County. And what we do is we give a discount for our
Oh,
athletes.
very nice.
You play a sport, you come in, you be seen, you can get physical therapy, you can get adjustments, you can get ice, stem, tape for states. I have track
Wow.
girls on the bus to the office, get taped, and drive to Tallahassee and run. And so I just kind of just give back. It's a flat fee of $25 to $30 depending on what's going on.
That's very nice of you. Very nice of you.
Coverage for everything they need in healthcare as far as chiropractic and physical therapy is concerned. So I kind of give back and I pour into the younger generation, so to speak.
We definitely need that. I mean, I love how you giving back to the community, because a lot of us don't understand, as you're elevating in life, you know, blessings come from helping others. And that's how I feel about life too. Like, I go to a lot of high schools and speak and teach them financial literacy, and I do these lives here. This is not where I make my money, but what I like about it is we get to see how like-minded people think and like-minded people work. So younger individuals who are watching this live, or who are going to eventually watch this live, they get to see that there's a lot more of us out here trying to grow and trying to make it. And I hope that it can give us some motivation to move forward in life and eventually elevate to the levels they want to elevate. You know, I heard earlier you were talking about COVID. How has COVID really adjusted your business? Because if I'm correct, a lot of parts of your business involves touching, feeling, you know, and to a certain degree, like you have to touch the individual. Now, I know with COVID, you know, people kind of funny now. Oh, I don't you know, the whole mask issue, has it kind of relaxed a little bit, or is it still on an uprise of, have COVID reduced your sales? Have it affected your business in any way?
Absolutely. I think we've all been affected by COVID.
For sure.
Physically and sometimes even spiritually. But as far as chiropractic is concerned, yeah, we came to a screeching halt, just like the rest of the world, right? Because we're a physically touching type of practice.
Yeah, very true.
But chiropractors are actually primary care providers, so we never closed. And I promised my staff that I would never furlough them as well. So we stayed open at
wow, impressive.
Furlough.
Impressive.
You know, we had some losses there, but I try not to focus on the losses. And
for sure.
We stayed strong, and I think we came out even stronger throughout COVID. The office is flourishing. Our numbers are slowly climbing.
I can see it in your smile.
You
don't have to hide it. I can see it in your smile.
I see 50 people a day. I see 40. Yeah. But the numbers are pretty good. Always could be better. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to do. I'm looking forward to expanding and growing my office, and possibly a second office as well, and adding other interventions into the office. One of my mentees that I've mentored through college actually just graduated from OT school from Nova Southeastern.
Wow.
So
okay,
maybe
congratulations.
If I could afford it, he could join the staff.
You got to be honest, right? If you could afford him, yeah, you got to buy it how you price that.
You know, so I'm just looking to grow. I'm looking to reach more people in my community. I think we're an underserved community, even though we feel like we see a lot of memes and a lot of stuff on social media. I think that the African American, brown, and black community is still underserved. And just I want to simplify wellness and health care to my community, and that's my goal.
And I think that's so important. And when we talk about wellness, and I started really adding on to wellness, conversation of wellness consumption, when I realized that a lot of individuals, for a lot of people who don't know me, who's on this live, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a stock trader. I've been investing in the stock market for almost 10 years. I've created a lot of wealth through the stock market. Last year was maybe a $600,000 year, so you guys can understand the level of stocks I do. And I got to a point in life, maybe 6 years ago, started educating people on financial literacy, because I realized a lot of us, we weren't taught on how to manage money. We weren't taught the importance of ownership, home ownership, business ownership. We weren't taught how to build wealth, how to build legacy. So I tried my hardest for years until now, pushing motivational mindsets across our community to really have us understand how to really move forward in life and not struggle, especially in a world of abundance. You know, one of the things, Dr. Maylor, I wanted to ask you, what is like maybe a couple gems you could give to individuals who want to become entrepreneurs, who want to get into any field of entrepreneurship, maybe not your field precisely. What's some gems you could possibly just throw at them, to especially if they're trying to be on the uprise of coming up?
The number one gem that I could probably give you is coming from Dr. Eric Thomas. I've been
the motivator. I'm himself.
I've been to a couple of his
he's impressive.
And I listen to his stuff and I buy his books and all that. And it's your why, because if your why is greater than you look at people that want to lose weight, right? some people always fall back, right? But then
Exactly. Go
if
right
it's
into the
somebody else
snaps.
that you're gonna disappoint, you probably hold your word to it, and your why has to be greater than you, right? And then also for me, I would say, and we could spend hours on this topic, is be able to self assess,
Oh my God, that's powerful. That is
assess,
very true.
know
That
your
is true.
weaknesses, know your strengths, and you could do something about it, right? You got to educate yourself and grow, or you can find someone that's stronger than you in a certain area and grow is just the same. So those are the two things: self-assess, and the more honest you are with yourself, the farther you could go and the faster you could go, because you'll know exactly what you need and what to work on.
You know, I really love that. People listen to what he just said. Understand how powerful that is. The why in life. People, your why is your purpose. A lot of us wake up every day. We don't know what's our purpose. We're just waking up, chasing money, chasing a job, chasing a dream. But until you understand your why, it's really difficult for you to understand where you're going with life. Every day, this individual wakes up, Dr. Maylor wakes up and say, well, I know what I want. I know what I'm trying to reach. I know what purpose I'm trying to serve in my community, in my business, as a father. People, this is not an easy task. Being an entrepreneur and being a father is a lot at once. And again, to constantly have to solve problems, constantly having to show up, no matter what, no matter what kind of economy it is, this is not easy. I love how he answered with your why, because I don't get too much people to understand the real value of that. You know, for a lot of people that coming into entrepreneurship, I'm gonna throw out maybe two gems to you. One thing I want you to understand is that being an entrepreneur is not an easy journey. You have to stay motivated. And entrepreneurs like us, as you heard earlier, we listen to audibles. We understand that a part of your success is your ups and your downs. A lot of us only want to see the ups, which is by theory the compensation. But without your downs, your ups don't work too well, because you need to learn from your experiences. And I always say this to people, number two, if you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. You're not learning. People, you got to make mistakes. You got to go through your experiences. That's how you grow in your venture. I want to say, first and foremost, man, you know, Dr. Mayer, appreciate you tuning in tonight and just really giving us some of your valuable time and dropping some great knowledge. How can people find Dr. Mayer, Christopher Mayer, the man himself? I want to make sure I put some respect on his name, Dr. Mayer. How do we find you on social media? What social media platforms? Give us a little bit about your maybe your address so we can know where to find you.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I look forward to just creating a bond with you guys and growing with you as far as just like men in business and just kind of creating this bond, right?
Yeah, I love it.
You can always find me at Dr. Christopher Maylor, Core Health Chiropractic and Wellness, um, Core Health Chiropractic on Instagram. You can call us at 954-636-8414. That's 954-636-8414. And we're located at 4300 North University Drive, B104. That's Sunrise, Florida. And it was a pleasure having you. And shout out to everyone that's joined the live,
Appreciate everybody.
supported us, and hopefully you get a few nuggets, and that your life will continue to grow and you'll have the success that you want and the journey that you want to go on in the future.
People, I want you guys to understand, I appreciate Dr. Mayer coming on tonight. I want you guys to understand the goal of life is to empower each other. When you have two individuals that have come from nothing to try to build something and continuously elevating every single day to give you guys great gems so you could be empowered to be able to move forward, that's a great thing to have in life. This is your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com alongside Christopher Mayer, Dr. Mayer himself. Appreciate your time and ability for you to be able to be here tonight. May God bless us all. Appreciate you, my boy. May God bless. You enjoy your night.
Good. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.